It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He's dropping back to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Man in motion here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
The tight end going in motion right. 2nd and 15. Finds his man Gray. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He's contained at the line for no gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll throw on 1st. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Motioning left is their running back. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the foot.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Seahawks go up 6-0 here in the 1st. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw now. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Jack Fox on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. They go play action on first. Completed here to Komet. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 28. He's got it near the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Giants nothing.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Throwing now on first down. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Gotta figure out this third down here. They'll try and throw it here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll throw it again. Completes this one to Gray. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Looking for a throw here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Tight end motioning right. Throwing on third and long. That one's complete, right side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Play action on first down. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Another New York Giants.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing it again here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. 2nd and 6 now. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Able to hit home, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. As they get ready to drop that ball in Times Square, we're halfway through our ball game here on New Year's Eve. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Terrell Davis, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Saints let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does get them back to 8-8 with 1 game to go. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Green Bay Packers. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Giants have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. To the air, 3rd and long. Just got before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawks football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Bobby Okereke making that stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first.
You just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over
yeah.
and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Completed here to Komet. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Hall there to haul it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They send a man in motion. Pass play now. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Second and 13. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Third and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They go play action on first. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing off the play fake here. Connects on the crosser. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Throwing now off play action. Hauled in by Gray. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And the Giants will have a first down. Option give to Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. So a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He'll throw it. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be Giants football. Throwing now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. On the draw, this is Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy in a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down from the red zone. This one finds Taylor. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trail by 6. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Taylor has the New York touchdown. The Giants find a way to tie it late. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take the lead on that successful kick. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. He's on the move. He's running for it. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. This is biggest moment of the game so far, an important field goal try here. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Second and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.